happens,
Yeah.
it's something, I don't know what, something's gonna happen.
Yeah. You joined something.
Something's gonna happen, yeah. And so I don't wanna go down the laundry list of things that could happen, and just saying we haven't had the river, above that, and if it's an emergency, and we had to do it for some reason, we would, but, we'd watch it, but it's not. And
It hasn't, we've been, you know, James has been working with it, even though he wants more water, he's been sitting tight with it.
The river's coming up 200, 150 to 200 a day, it should be. Most of that water's being lost to very shallow groundwater pumping, a lot of it, 400 CFS in the hatch area. When they start getting people watered out, they start turning off their wells too, so it's everything, we all know this, it's gonna die. We're gonna have more water than we know what to do with in a couple of days. Right?
That's another project that we have to deal with as we're coming along through. The river started with 1,200 feet losses, and this morning it's at 775, so it's creeping up. Yesterday, below Leesburg, it was an 80-foot gain. Today it was a 40-foot gain, but Mesilla went from a 60-foot gain to a 120-foot loss.
If they he picked up some water, and he had ordered people.
So, but that's where we're having to trade off every day, and then hopefully, and he's using like almost 800 feet, well 900 feet compared to no, using 11 and I'm using 6. So he's using his water a lot faster than I am, and he's giving out the 4 inches. So we're watering New Mexico farmers with the 4 inches, and we had to put them on the timetable, and they pick up water, said you got 2 hours, and 2 hours we cut them off.
I don't know so much that I mean, it's a mutual decision made by Gary and Phil and Judy and Dave and Robert and James. You know, James is the only one that Robert and James who pushed back a little bit, but Phil really made the call for the side. So,
Okay.
you know, doesn't do any good if you absolutely have to be in the field with your tractor and you break it, right? I mean,
Right.
We don't have another tractor. So it's a super risk that I told the guys, not only we haven't been there for 25 years, but if something breaks, we may have to bring the river down to 1,000 CFS to fix it, and that's gonna put everybody in a big pen, all across the board, so. It's working now, we've done this before, we know how to handle it at this one, we'll just stay at this one.
Okay.
In a week, we'll be out of it.
I think by Monday, we got 8,000 acres left to finish out by Sunday, plus the small tracts, and then hopefully by Monday we'll start getting back in the same cycle. But there's another 6,000 waiting for Monday on to come on, and that looks like the cotton people are going to come on with some pecans, but it'll finish out. It'll go up pretty smooth after this week. It'll go pretty smooth because I think my demand will start tapering off a little bit. It'll be out.
Well, I know in 9A, it just seemed like that everything's, as far as timing, is tapered a little better this year. It's not as bunched for some reason, I don't know why.
It's good, a lot of them there, you know, you were not there, 5R was almost at the end of the irrigation, so some of the bigger ones are all the way out, Chase was out of the way, and so the other ones are coming in, so by the time you're ready to come on, these other people, Charlie Ide will be gone, and all the other, and Butch Brown will be out of the way.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's spread out.
That's what I mean.
And that's the way the return flow was looking like it was doing, it was spread out. We spread them out because that's the only way they could get their water.
Yeah.
But it's going pretty good, other than the trash problem, especially Unit 7, Unit 6. It's been a little, but it's really gone a little bit better than I thought it was gonna go because the unit had been out there 7 months with no water. Unit 6 was like that, but it really did go a little bit smoother than I thought. So far, it's gone good. Let's see what happens this weekend with us.
Okay.
I told Robert, as long as everything's smooth by the 15th, because the most important small tractor irrigates the night of the 15th.
He tells me that every day.
Or moved him to 3 a.m.
3 o'clock, that's a good one now, I like it.
Right, we moved it to 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Everybody says, "You did that?" I said,
That's the way it goes.
"That's the way it is." It's going pretty good, and once we get this brush out, this first 14,000 acres, and the ceremony water Indians out, and I think it'll level off. And then what I'm going to do the 1st of July, I'm going to do a crop census. So when we meet in July, I can tell you more or less what kind of acres are out there, like Johnny was saying earlier. We'll have a better idea what's going on. And then let's see with what the water left over, can we make it to September?
Okay. All right.
And nothing for the licensing today, you know, there's no license,
Yeah,
clean all the way down.
I saw that. All right,
Thanks.
Thank
that's
you.
it. Thank you.
I got to clean the water or something, we're gonna take a break and we'll come back to close.
You wanna take a break?
Yeah, it's up to you, I've gotta go talk.
We don't have anything else, right?
Let me look here. Now, we don't have anything. Everything is closed. All right, let's take a break and we'll come back to close session. We're going out of open session here at 10:05.